EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns.
Playing over there.
Teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taking it about the 1.
Should have returned that.
Oh, able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
I thought I just couldn't do it.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Thought I was going.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up. And sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
Throw the ball, man. In that animation.
And he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Good morning. Good morning. What's going on?
Mayfield to throw it.
Doing all right.
Flushed out right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
What are you up to?
I'm after. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention. Because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Okay.
I'm like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. How did you sleep?
Not bad. Yeah, what about you?
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield.
What about you?
Blitz coming and down he goes. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
What about you?
I had eggs with picnics and bacon, and then
just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Patriots take over.
Thank you. You too. I have to stop choosing plays to go to the left. Come on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers.
Try to not go down like that last time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Harris.
Come on, man.
Hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And see, what I realized, if you put the cursor over them, they usually do. That's what I did that time.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he will have the
push,
first
boy.
down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But
Definitely
what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. On 1st down. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
now you want to come over here by me and start shit.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As these guys are on the board first here tonight. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate.
It could work right, or it could work terrible.
That was incredible. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Yeah, I knew it was a pistol. It's also one of the strong.
Browns, nothing.
Yep.
Bailey now to kick it away
For no
after
reason,
the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Going for a good go. Exactly.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I must think he can't go for it.
Here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13.
That's not what I did. Come on.
That time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Hey, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
This is Harris. It's a room to maneuver.
Yep.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 62 yards on the ground.
Stupid, yo.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Appreciate it.
1st down, New England.
They do.
This is Mostert. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game in the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing.
For no reason.
Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Yep. You can't even recover from it.
Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
It is. Yep. Well, it might just do nothing. Exactly. Yep.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead,
I mean, he's lucky he didn't throw it straight to the ground like they do sometimes, which is stupid.
It's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if
when does that ever happen in real life?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And you know when you get pressured by screen plays, and in real life quarterback throws the ball at the running back's feet. Why is it that the computer can do that but you can't? That's a stupid ass thing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, man.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get this one up to his 30
yeah.
He's out of bounds. They
That'll
get 6.
recognize that.
That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
For a second
Yeah, the
there,
touchdown.
that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
Yep.
Still,
Every time.
ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after
He just
that
had to do wide open, but he didn't look at him.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Come on, Gabe.
Tight end, David Njoku.
Oh, goodness. Who dropped that?
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Come on, Jones. This game, man, it'll do it to you.
Mayfield on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Make it work still.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, ain't based on nothing. Yeah.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
So even earlier, when I came out in cover 3, I pressed R1 while doing my adjustments, did the damn swim move for no reason. He had a dude wide open, but he didn't see him. He had a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you learn that when you're a kid, for the most part.
And Mayfield just getting the play on. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to hold it in.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
There he goes, right side.
Make snow angels again.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly
That's my son out there making
but not
snow
so
angels.
easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your
so
drive
good.
and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good.
That ain't my
and the
son.
route is on here in this first half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Oh, shit.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That comes out, what,
and he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Okay.
This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
All right. I got mine a while back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, okay.
Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they'll burn the timeout.
That's what he did to him?
Making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as
all
we
the time.
Back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back.
What's his name might be? The Jags.
Down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought a little extra space.
A 7-yard pick.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
I only played him once so far.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
This dude's trying to quit. Shit, hit 2
So
clocks.
the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Come on, the fans are pulling up good game.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
True. Yep.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Mayfield looks to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with Harris. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
I don't want to play with 2 clock on, but as soon as I was family pulled up,
They run again with
I want to
Harris.
finish, get my points. I don't want to play with 2 clock on, but I want to keep getting my points.
1st down past the 30. And he's going to get this
I'm over
to
here
the
having
40-yard
a field
line.
day.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week? Hot-footing it into the secondary on that run.
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
This game is so trash for that, man. Like this bum score. You want to celebrate too? Okay. I'm taking off 2 clock now. He going to quit if you want, so I can boot you.
When you're going to have big 2nd half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Can't even make the extra point, man. Get off my field.
No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Who invited this dude?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Lamar 2.0.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey.
Oh, man, Snow Angels is back.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 79 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going
last
time. Through the interception in the red zone.
They're 8-8.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points
Since he came in, I don't think he's won many.
Where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make it? They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 33.
Oh yeah, it can't be 8. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm thinking of the other league.
This is DDFL, right?
Yeah.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Line 54.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride.
That drive was terrible.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
That might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry, it's Chubb. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Play action. Get down there, man.
And again, it's Chubb. Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Bucks, we get a force one.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here comes the play action.
Here comes the 17 now. Here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield down.
Dude, so predictable.
And he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, they set up the screen to Chubb. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, you can get hurt.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Pass it off for Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Can you tell Pops I'll be there and
3rd down, a loss of 4. I don't know
like
how well our
15 minutes,
microphones are
please?
picking it up for those
Thank
of
you.
you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up
Huh?
what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because
Oh,
it's
no
coming
one's
through
there.
loud and clear to
He
you
left at
and
11.
me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much
Thank
of the
you.
game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Now Mayfield on 4th down.
I stopped running. Middle linebacker should have had that, man.
And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the
Even deep week for if you ain't gonna do it.
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down.
I did 2 o'clock all that damn time. They do this, hit 2 o'clock once. How about his penalty pulling up? No, that's you wanting to quit. That's all that
This
is.
defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Shit, I got 200 rushing yards yet.
The Pats at the line ready to go as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
Stop making me do all of that.
They'll
Oh
wind up
my
with about
goodness.
6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
I still got 2 o'clock on. Damn it. Get off me. Come on, game. I'm not doing that.
At about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the
Damian
first
Harris?
down at about
Oh,
the
354
38.
for him.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense
So
just
I'll get.
simply
I'm gonna try
can't
to.
get off the
I'm
field
gonna go for
on
500.
down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 62 yards, and the Patriots add on to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen
go
together.
for
This has got to be
500.
right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness
Yeah.
because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle and get it.
Way down.
After that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Oh, it took him so long to get over there.
better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the
I tried to disguise the
ultimate
coverage, but they didn't get over there.
Can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this
I
one
thought he was
winds
doing
up
the
to be
angle up, but
incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the
didn't
intended
over. He
receiver.
wasn't. You got me.
And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is
Coulda
not a
had it.
surprise with the way that this one is gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50.
This game, man, slow me down when I'm trying to get
looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the sack.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
And a fumble.
Chubb on the counter, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he goes down. It's a Patriots.
I needed more space to get my damn 500.
On 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
We'll score on this play and then go right back at it.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. First times all night. He is going to go nowhere.
Lock my X Factor.
As they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves.
Throw the ball, man. It's open.
Miles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique.
I was going to fumble that time.
There is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So
It's
for the
called name. Pay
Pats,
attention.
the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test
Yeah,
next
that's
week
the
as they
least
head to
amount
the
of passes
Windy
I've ever
City to
had in
take on the
DDFL, bro.
Bears. Meanwhile, for the Browns, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be on the road
Yeah,
next week for
one
a
passing
matchup
yard though.
with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin
Shit, every
alongside
time I
Charles
pass,
Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next
yeah,
time. So long,
I
everybody.
got that animation. Let me see. 4 passes.
Damn.
26 yards, but I got those sacks.